So Allah invites us to express our talent. This is the object, and this is this great gift that Allah has given us. Nabi alayhi salam is sitting with his Sahaba. The hadith appears in Bukhari Sharif. Nabi alayhi salam says, "Uridat alayya al-umam." I seen many nations. فَرَأَيْتُ النَّبِيَّ وَمَعَهُ رَجُلٌ. I seen a prophet and with him was one man. وَالنَّبِيَّ وَمَعَهُ رَجُلَانِ. And I seen another prophet and he had two people following him. وَالنَّبِيَّ وَمَعَهُ رُهَيْتٌ. And I seen a prophet and a group of people were following him. Suddenly I glanced in the horizon and I seen a lot of people. And it was told to me that this is my ummah. And then it was also told to me that 70,000 of my ummah will enter into Jannat without accountability. Nabi alayhi salam made this comment, excused himself and went away. Sahaba said, now who will be these fortunate people who will enjoy the privilege of entrance into Jannat and will be divinely exempted from accountability? So someone made a comment, الَّذِينَ وُلِدُوا فِي الْإِسْلَامِ. What about those perhaps who were born as Muslims, who didn't see the error of kufr in their life? From the time their eyes opened up, they were Muslims. Maybe this virtue goes to them. Another one said, no, maybe this is the virtue, الَّذِينَ صَحِبُوا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. Those who sat in the company of Nabi alayhi salam. They were debating and the Nabi of Allah returned. Nabi alayhi salam says, what's the dispute? So they said, oh Nabi of Allah, you made this comment, you aroused our anxiety. Who are going to be those fortunate people? Nabi alayhi salam said, هُمُ الَّذِينَ لَا يَرْقُونَ وَلَا يَسْتَرْقُونَ وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. Those who exclusively put their reliance on Allah and on nothing else. One Sahabi stood up, he said, oh Nabi of Allah, make dua amongst them. On the spur of the moment. Nabi alayhi salam says, you have it, you amongst them. فَقَامَ رَجُلٌ. One man stood up. يُقَالُ لَهُ عُكَّاشَةُ بْنُ مِحْسَنٍ. His name was Ukkasha ibn Mihsan. How sad, you and I don't know the name of this Sahabi. Yet the hadith of Bukhari confirmed that this man is a Jannati on the tongue of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We don't even know the names of those that enjoyed the privilege of being Jannat. In Jannat, were granted the glad tidings of Jannat in this world. So this Sahabi stands up, Nabi alayhi salam says, you have it, you are in Jannat. Another one comes running and says, oh Nabi of Allah, make it for me also. Nabi alayhi salam says, no, he's taken the lead, Jannat is his. سَبَقَكَ بِهَا عُكَّاشَةٌ. Aus and Khazraj, if you study basic Islamic history, these were two tribes that were at loggerheads for decades, if not centuries. When Islam came, then naturally Islam abandoned this form of rivalry, this form of hatred and malice amongst them. And now they started using this very talent that Allah had given them for deen. So after they accepted Islam and they became devoted companions of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, one day they had a debate amongst themselves. And the tribe of Aus said, in the pre-Islamic era, we used to boast about our strength and our might and our skills. Now we can boast about the virtues of deen that we enjoy, which you don't have. And then Khazraj said, let us tell you what we have. فَقَالَتِ الْأَوْسِ. One is you compare, your son to your brother's son. My son has excelled in medicine. My son has excelled in this. My son has excelled in that. Brothers, I don't wish to pinpoint, but let me just make mention of something that is really, something that would strike concern in our hearts. One day a great scholar by the name of Maulana Yusuf Rahmatullah alayhi had to address some professional people. And it is not easy. I was once in Chicago, I had to address 200 doctors. And my knowledge of medicine is basically minimum, if not zero. And I'm thinking now, Ya Allah, doctors, physicians, whatever, all professional people. And it was decided that I will have to address the congregation. So anyway, Maulana had to address a group of some very intellectual, academically intellectual people. Someone started introducing and he says, this man has this expertise, he's a graduate of this university, he has so many diplomas, he has so many degrees. Maulana said, okay, can you just pause? I just have one query and one concern. Since when has the title of a kafir become the introduction of a believer? There was a time in the annals of Islamic history. I am not saying don't pursue that degree, but let that not be your pride. Have that degree, my brother, by all means. Have that profession. But that's not the grounds that give me honor in the eyes of Allah. Tomorrow on the day of Qiyamah, the grounds of honor will change. Allah will the grading process will be totally different. Then he came in and he said, there was a time when a man was introduced, oh Nabi of Allah, he's lost 2 sons in Uhud. Oh Nabi of Allah, this man has contributed so much in this battle. Oh Nabi of Allah, this man's 3 sons are Hafiz. This is how believers were introduced. So anyway, Aus said, Minna ghasilul malaika. We, that is the tribe of Aus, we have that Sahabi who enjoys the privilege that after sharing the bed with his wife, the call of jihad was made. He did not even take his faraz ghusl and he advanced towards the battlefield and immediately he enjoyed martyrdom. The malaika descended. Nabi alayhi salam seen water dripping from his body. Nabi alayhi salam says it looks like Hanzala had relation with his wife, and that is why the malaika have descended to give him ghusl. So the tribe of Aus telling their counter tribe, that is Khazraj, Do you know who we are? We have that Sahabi, Ghasilul Malaika, who the Malaika came and gave ghusl. Can you show us anyone amongst you that have that privilege, that the Malaika came and gave ghusl? They say, no, we don't have it. That's not all. Let me tell you who else we are. Minna man ihtazza lahu al-arsh, Sa'd ibn Mu'az. We have that Sahabi on whose death the throne of Allah came into motion. Sahaba say, we seen Nabi alayhi salam tiptoeing. We said, oh Nabi of Allah, but there's nothing here that would hurt you, injure you. Why are you tiptoeing? Nabi alayhi salam says, there are so many thousand malaika, I don't want to hurt any angel. There are so many thousand malaika. That is honor, brothers. Wallah, it is not that when you die that you enjoy a state funeral and the media covers your death. If you have pious Allah-fearing people at your janazah, my Nabi says you have 40 like that and Jannat is yours. We have that Sahaba.